let's get ready for a date. I already showered, but I'm really wanting to blow dry my hair. So I'm gonna put some hair oil in. I'm gonna go in with the Day hair oil. And then I'm gonna use the Fable & Mane Smooth and Shine hair oil. For heat protectant, I'm gonna do the Kristen S Blow Dry Mist. You know, it's kind of strange. Usually my skin feels super dry in fall time. It's been so dry this summer and I haven't even like been in the chlorine much. I don't know. I usually don't brush my hair when it's wet. So I'm just gonna take this wide tooth comb for in cases like this that I do brush my hair when I'm wanting to blow dry it. Perfect. Combed through my hair. Now that I'm done, I'm actually gonna put a little bit of hair oil in again just to smooth it over. We are planning on going to the city and going shopping on Labor Day, and I'm very excited because I want to go to Hobby Lobby and I want to look at their fall decor and look at their like scrapbooking stuff, because I really want to get a scrapbook and scrapbook like all of the things we did our first year of marriage and then like just keep adding to it and everything. I really want to get a scrapbook and do that. I don't know, I just like have so many hobbies that I enjoy doing. Like I love drawing, painting, reading, bracelet making, coloring, doing my nails. Anyways, I could sit here and yap for forever, but let's go ahead and do my makeup. I'm all ready. We're gonna go on our date, go to the movie, and I will see you guys in the next clip. Movie was crazy.
It was crazy.
I was sitting there the whole time trying to figure out like how it was happening and what was going on.
Absolutely insane.
I was using way too much of my brain than I needed to. Anyways, we're going home. He has work tomorrow. I don't know. I may or may not film tomorrow. I may just film Monday, but we will see. So I'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Trying to run this machine on a cleaning cycle because somebody used it, like one of the staff while I was gone, and the milk got backed up into the wand for steaming milk. And when I finally got it clear and like all that milk burst through, it smelled terrible, like rotten milk. It was horrendous. Okay, the last clip you guys saw of me was me talking about how someone hadn't cleaned out the spout in the cafe. It was disgusting. The smell was terrible. I think that had sat there like all week, so it was horrendous. Anyways, after that, I was doing nursery, so I wasn't gonna film just because there's a lot of little kids in there, and that's just... And then after that, there wasn't a lot of food for like potluck with our church family. My family and a couple of friends went out to eat lunch. It's been a couple of hours. I'm taking Macaulay my Xbox right now so him and his coworker can play Black Ops 3 Zombies on my Xbox. I'm gonna go home after that and clean. Right now I'm waiting in the Sonic drive-thru to bring him a drink. That's all I have planned for leaving the house right now. I'm gonna clean the house when I get back, but I'm gonna charge the camera while I do that because it's low on battery right now. Just doing a quick little reset for this Sunday, and then after that's done charging, I will film like my August wrap up and like my September TBR. I'm gonna go ahead, take him his drink, my Xbox, get cleaning, and I will see you guys when it's time for the August wrap up and my September TBR. Okay, now is the time where we go over the books I've read in August and the books I want to read in September. So, starting off with the amount of books I read in August, it was like 4.5. I started with the first book, which was It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. The main reason I reread that book was because the movie was coming out and I kind of needed a mental refresher. If you don't know what that book is about, it's about a girl who moves from her hometown to Boston, and you kind of see like flashbacks of her past from someone she met. Fast forward to meeting that person again. Whilst she's also going through this relationship, she doesn't want to follow in the footsteps of her mom being in an abusive relationship. And so you're kind of seeing her navigate seeing someone from the past and being in the same situation that her mom was in and trying to break the cycle. I don't even know if I could give a really good review on that. That one was really hard for me to try to figure out how to summarize without giving too much away. Then the second book I read was in a 3-book series by Lauren Asher. It's the Dreamland Billionaire series. The first book is The Fine Print. The second book is Terms and Conditions, and the third book is Final Offer. So why does that sound so hard to say? Final Offer. So this whole series is about 3 brothers who are trying to get their inheritance after their grandfather passes away. And the whole series is their grandpa has written a letter to each grandson and giving them the list of requirements they need to receive their inheritance. And so you're seeing like these wild things that they have to do. I just think like the way Lauren Asher writes the main male character and the main female character for each book, she just does it so well to where you see character development for both people. And these books are dual POV, so you get to see like both characters. I don't know what it is, but I love books that are dual POV. It's just so good. It's so good. I love the series. I love the way Lauren Asher writes these things where, yes, it's wild that you're reading about billionaires, but there's so much character development from the very beginning. So I gave every single book in that series a 5-star. And then I started about 8 days ago, I started The Bodyguard by Catherine Center. I've heard so many good things about Catherine Center, and I really, really wanted to read this book because the premise of the book just seems so good. I just thought it would be fun, exciting to read. It took me 50% of the way through the book to actually care about the characters, even a little bit, because I know so many people have loved this book. The premise of this book is our main female character works for a company that does like bodyguard / security for high level people or famous people. Basically, one of the times she gets chosen to go on a job, she ends up falling in love with her client that she's protecting, and you're kind of watching that develop. But my biggest issue with the way this book was written, and I don't know if all of her books are like this because this is my only book I've read so far by her. The way that she writes it, breaking like the fourth wall in a sense. My goal when I read a book is I want to be captivated into the story and be able to picture it and to be able to fall in love with the storyline and the characters and like fall in love with the idea of them being together. I hated it from the first chapter. I don't know if I can overlook this, and I thought about just like completely DNFing it. Let's go ahead and move on to the books I want to read in September. So since Macaulay and I are going to Barnes & Noble tomorrow. I want to get 3 books. I'm going to limit myself to 3 books. I have to get the 3rd book in the Maple Hills series because I have the other 2 and the 3rd one just came out and I really want to read it. So I'm going to get that book. So that's going to be on the September TBR. And then the other 2 are Elsie Silver's books, which I really want to read Elsie Silver's Chestnut Springs series. I fell in love with the premise of these books and the covers. I am so excited. I want to read these so bad. Those are like my 3 for sure set on I want to read TBR. Let's see what else. I have a whole list of like my Kindle Unlimited things that I could read and how many books are in those series. I may read a couple of books that we have in our public library. I need to go through and like create a list on my phone of books that we have physical copies of in my public library. May add those to the TBR. We'll see when I do my September reading wrap up of what I ended up reading. But those are the for sure 3 set on my TBR. Now is about the time that I'm going to start transitioning to like mysteries, fall centered books. Like I have a couple of series I want to read in the fall time. A couple of series I want to finish that I'm in the middle of. So we will see. But those are the for sure 3 set. I'm not going to be too strict on myself just because I know September might be a pretty busy month. So that is all I have. I will see you guys tomorrow when it's time for the road trip and some shopping. Okay, we are leaving Hobby Lobby and headed to Best Buy. I didn't really have anything I was like for sure getting going in there. I thought about maybe looking for a scrapbook and like some scrapbooking things. But I think if I'm going to get a scrapbook, I'm going to have to order one off of Amazon for the one I have in mind, because the only thing I could find in there was like sketchbooks or like binders that are like meant for filling. Like you like fill out the paper and then you insert the paper into like the clear holder. So I didn't want a scrapbook like that. It was either those or like the binder that you like buy the papers and you like clip the papers in there. So I think I'm just gonna find like a spiral bound scrapbook off of Amazon and then go from there. I was looking for candles too. I was looking at the decoration like for fall, because we don't really have fall decorations, but that doesn't really bother me too much. I just thought, oh, maybe we'll find something cute that we could put out or hang up on our door. But we didn't really find anything, which is fine.
Comment below. Do you just skip fall and go to Christmas decorations?
Yeah, his whole comment in there was, I don't really care. He doesn't really care for fall, and he could just skip it and go straight to Christmas and like decorate now. I love Christmas, but I also love like the fall time, like all of the leaves changing, the fashion, the smell. Like, but he was all for Christmas in there. So we got 2 Christmas things. We got a Christmas candle and some Christmas wax melts, but at the end of the video I'll show you guys everything we got. We're going to Best Buy now. We're gonna look around mainly for him, but I'm interested in the camera stuff too. So this time I'm not gonna forget my DJI camera. I left it in the car when we went into Hobby Lobby and I didn't realize until I had to start filming on my phone. So I will bring you guys inside when we get there. You officially know you've grown up when you're loving the kitchen stuff, like the coffee machines, the dishwasher, the ovens, the fridge. I love looking at all of the kitchenware. it's just like, just thinking like if you were to ever build your own house. We got a new tripod. I wanted to show you guys before I put it on, since I'll obviously be using it at the end of the video when I show you everything we got. I like that you can maneuver it, like if you have it in the car, like the legs are bendable. So this is like the current leg length. This is obviously one of the attachments you can have that's a battery to be able to screw the tripod in. But look at this length of the legs right now compared to this one. That's so much better to be able to like mount you guys up and fold it down to be used in the car. So we're gonna put this on and sorry. These are the books that I really want to read. Look at the covers. He's not a cover guy. I'm one of those people who book shops based off of how cute the covers are. But I've also seen these. I think I'm gonna get these because I can't get these on my Kindle Unlimited subscription. And we're gonna keep looking.
We're leaving the store. She got 3 books. She'll have to show you guys the haul. But yeah. Also, they didn't have a Lego S1K. Now I'm sad.
I'm really sad because we just went into Sephora and I was gonna get a refill of the Summer Fridays lip balm, and I got it like 2 years ago, and it was known, but it wasn't like super famous, and I had got it when we were in Disney Springs for Disney World. It lasted me a year. I don't know if you're supposed to use lip balms that long, but I'm just like, I'm gonna use the product till the end if I'm gonna pay money for it. So I went in there and they didn't have like the sign saying what it was, and it was like out of stock. It was like, they took everything out. They just had the organizers that they were originally sitting in, and they were completely like bone dry. There was nothing in there. And I was really sad. I was like, oh, well, these are where they were supposed to be. So I'll just have to order it online, either through Sephora's website or Amazon or something. I kind of wanted to see them in person, so oddly enough, I could kind of smell the scents of the new one, because they have like all different kinds of them. And I love the vanilla one. I just like vanilla scented things. But I kind of wanted to see like their pink sugar, I think is the one that it has, and it's really pretty packaging. All of them are. I just kind of wanted to see like the colors and how they smelled in person, because smell is a huge deal. Like if a chapstick or a lip balm smells terrible, I'm not gonna want to wear it, and it's just like gross, kind of just, yeah, I don't know. Where are we going, baby?
A store that's closed, but I'm hoping it's not.
He's wanting to look at some motorcycles in person, because we don't really have like dealerships where we live, but we were hoping we could see some today. But for some odd reason, motorcycle hours are closed like Sunday, Monday, and it's not just because it's Labor Day. That's just when they choose to be open, I guess.
Oh, I don't know. They're probably closed, but we're gonna drive by and just see
if we can look at some in person. But that's all we had planned for today. Okay, now it's time for the haul. We're headed home. Whoa, I wanted to wait just a minute to film this because I wanted to wait till we were on like a straight, steady road, so we weren't turning too much and I didn't want to risk the camera falling. But the first place we went was Hobby Lobby. The first thing we got was this Christmas Joy wax melts. We got this for like wax melt plug-in in our bedroom that I use since that's where the dogs mainly sleep. And I really wanted like a Christmas scent. Last thing was this beautiful candle. This one's the Frosty Mocha Latte. And then the second place we went was Best Buy. So I'm going to show you what Macaulay got first. He got the invisible selfie stick by Insta360. So tell them why you got the selfie stick.
I got it for my Hero 12 GoPro for when we go on adventures.
This is just like without extending it. This is the part where you attach it, and this is just where it extends from. This thing is huge.
That's what she said.
I'm not keeping that in there.
Yeah, you are.
And then the second thing, which I showed you guys this earlier, was called the Sunpack Gripper tabletop bendable or handheld tripod. I got it mainly because I can film on my phone and on our camera, but you can also attach your GoPro to it if you want to. So I showed you guys the handle, but this is the attachment for your phone. This is what was on top of the tripod when we unboxed it. This is like what you would attach your GoPro to, and this like locks. This is a GoPro attachment. Then this is like a little clicker so you can film and stop filming, maybe take pictures. We actually stopped at Target and I tried on a like workout set, but I didn't like it, and we looked in the athletic wear for Macaulay too, but we didn't really find anything. The last place we went was Barnes and Noble. I got 3 books in there. The first book I got was Ashley Poston, A Novel Love Story. I have her other book, The 7-Year Slip, and I really, really liked that book. A lot of people love that book. But I know when this book came out, it was very controversial. Like, I know a lot of people didn't like the way it was written, could have been written differently, but I genuinely like her writing style and the way she tells her stories. I'm excited to read this book. I think I'm gonna like it, and the cover is beautiful. It's got like that matte paperback. And then the other 2 books I got, I can't read these on Kindle Unlimited without purchasing them there. The covers of these are just too beautiful that if I'm gonna have to buy them on Kindle, I might as well buy them on paperback. The first book is Done and Dusted. I don't really know what they're about. Oh, they're like a small town romance. But, it's called the Rebel Blue Ranch series. There were several books I saw like this. I think I'm just really drawn to like the comic book look of the covers. The second book in that series is Swift and Saddled. And I just think these are so beautiful. The 2 books that I really wanted to get was I was planning on getting Daydream, and I think it came out, but it was completely sold out. Like, they didn't have any copies. And then another series was Elsie Silver's Wild Love series. The first book was Wild Love, and then the second book was Wild Eyes. They only had the first book, and they didn't have any of the second book, which I don't actually know for sure if those were going to be in Barnes & Noble. To be honest, I'm pretty sure those get set out tomorrow. So we might have been a day early. I need to see, maybe those are on Kindle Unlimited. I actually haven't looked yet, and if they are, I'll just read them there. But I'm very happy with the 3 books that I got. I can't remember the last time I've bought a book. There's a ton of books I'm excited to read in the fall, but mainly I'm happy that I got these books. That's all we got in the city. I think that's all we have for today's video. I hope you guys liked today's video. If you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye!
Bye!